So for context, for anyone who missed yesterday's stream, Dexerto published this saying nothing about these accusations is true. They are entirely made up. OTK streamer Tectone has denied allegations from his ex-girlfriend, Pinky. They misspelled it. It's actually Pink Chew, but everybody calls her Pinky Chew, of physical and mental abuse. She accused Tectone of abuse throughout their relationship, but the streamer has denied everything. I am more than willing to prove my innocence in a court of law. Goodness, that is a harsh side-by-side. Yeah, they really could not have picked a harsher side-by-side. Jesus. Oh, God. Jesus Christ. Man, why is he so red? Dude, he's white, okay? Stop, chill with the white hate, all right? That's just what being white is like, okay? I know at least 2 white people, and they explained it to me. They said that that's just what happens when you're white, all right? Okay. Imagine siding with the ogre. That's the thing, though. Nobody is siding with the ogre. Not even LSF is siding with the ogre. And LSF always sides with the guy that says, these are false allegations. Always. And they're still not siding with him. So we'll go over everything in chronological order. Let me pull up his VOD really quickly. Twitch. Tectone. And then we'll pull up his Twitter post. So, Pinky puts out this statement. She put out a couple of statements, actually, but the major statement, are these old allegations? I'm sure it's real. I just thought this happened a long time ago. No, this was from yesterday. I mean, you can see the date, November 20th, and this one, November 22nd. Like, this is very, very recent. Or sorry, very, very recent, excuse me. So she puts out this statement saying, how are you supposed to feel if a guy is abusive and makes you cry and then shoves your head into his crotch and demands you suck him off? And his excuse is, emotion just turns me on when you cry. Or when you ask that you don't feel comfortable doing something sexual and then he records you and demands you stop making faces and pretend you like it. Or you say you don't want to do it anymore and he shoves your head down until you throw up and guilt trips you into giving him blowjobs and says, do your job, you don't pay rent. I took you to a water park, so you owe me. And all you can do is sleep upstairs because you know what he's going to keep telling you to do. He doesn't touch you, doesn't have sex with you, just keeps you around as a BJ machine and degrades you, makes you feel ugly. Don't wear baggy clothes, straighten your hair, at least wear eyeliner around the house. Your self-worth is totally crushed. I hate that people warned me. I didn't listen because I was so manipulated. I hate that I was lied to. When another girl who went through worse was trying to come forward, me and her are good now, but I should have listened. When you're in it, you're blind to reason. I see some comments that are worried, and I just want to let you know that I'm out and I have my own place and I'm safe. I don't want anyone to worry. I've just been taking it one day at a time since this. So that's like the entirety of her statement. She had other tweets like predating this one, sort of, no, I don't want to say hinting because that's not an accurate term, but just talking about how she's happy that she's in a place where her self-worth is better now. And she has like posts being like, oh my God, I love being able to wear my curly hair again and all this other stuff. And it's just kind of sad, I guess. So he put out a statement that I don't know what compelled him. I genuinely don't understand how someone could be so fucking stupid to think that this is a good response. Like, this is literally what happens when you combine extreme stupidity with a massive ego built off of catering or building a successful live stream. Because he went on his stream, and he decided what would be a good idea. Oh, did he do another stream? No. No, I don't think so. This is the separate one. Oh, is this muted now? Did he mute this? No, this is because of the music. Okay, never mind. It says it was from 6 hours ago. I don't understand. Oh, he did. Okay, he read it out. Great. All right. So we did a stream immediately yesterday.
$5 for one, bro.
All right. So we went on a stream yesterday morning. Thank God the audio is muted so I don't have to hear him fucking munching. To be fair, that's a position I hold outside of Tectone stream. I hate watching Twitch streams where streamers are just munching loudly and you can hear everything. It's like, dude, if I wanted to watch a mukbang stream. All right.
Yo, Devil 2000. Are you sick? Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Good fucking morning, boys. Good fucking morning. I hope you all are having a great old time. Gonna give everybody some great news. I'm gonna be consistently streaming every day for like the next month. Unless I'm incredibly pissed off. Today, you are going to see me at my worst. Today, I feel like shit. We're gonna handle this shit real quick. Yeah, we're gonna be doing OnlyFans. We're gonna be doing game day. We're gonna be doing the all-nighter. We're gonna be doing all the content that I normally do, and I'm even waking up early for the Honkai Star Rail Dev live stream, unless I can't. I am a little bit sick. I'm gonna be real, and I'm gonna address this right now because this is not content for me. This is not content for me. I mainly just want my mods to hear this because I know a lot of my mods know about this shit.
Am I watching yesterday's stream? Yes. I wanted to give a bit of context for people who didn't catch yesterday's stream.
I'm gonna just keep it a buck. This shit ain't funny. This shit ain't cute. I can no longer help someone who is this fucking stupid. I can no longer try to protect someone that is this fucking stupid, who would betray me this much. And guys, I'm gonna keep this vague. I'm gonna keep this vague for a reason. Okay? So if you're confused, you're gonna stay confused. Because this shit is not about content for me. Okay? I know the person who needs to hear this is gonna hear this. And I mean this genuinely. Okay? I did everything for you. I helped you with everything. I fixed everything for you. I was there for you like nobody else was there for you in your whole life. Your words, not mine.
Bold strategy to come off as abusive as possible when trying to deny that you were abusive.
The fact that you're letting these people get into your ear.
Bold strategy.
People, the same people who are talking behind my back illegally, by the way. The same people who placed me under an NDA where I cannot talk about them. I know they're talking to you right now.
Which we talked about this already. NDAs do not prevent you from reporting crimes. Okay? And NDAs do not prevent you from being able to talk about someone in non-specific ways. You can be under an NDA and still be allowed to tell other people, I fucking hate this person, or this person is a scumbag. There is no NDA that will prevent you, as far as I know, from talking to personal peers and saying your opinion. An NDA just means that you can't talk about what has occurred at any given point or time or whatever. There's no, if there are lawyers in chat, please show me the instances where you can NDA someone into no shit talking allowed ever.
Behind the scenes. And they're getting you to believe in bullshit. You're talking to retard after retard.
We should have an R-word count. I'm gonna do an R-word count.
Them get in your head and make you imagine problems that never happened. And it's insane how these things that have happened in your own mind, you are now coming at me, and this just isn't cute. So, I am going to leave it at this. my lawyer is going to be contacting your lawyer, the same lawyer that I helped you get because you were scared. I'm not fucking around with this shit. This shit's retarded. If you want to do this shit, then let's do this shit. But I can't sit here and hear your dumbass schizo the fuck out, which I thought you were medicated for. I guess not.
Which is like another thing where let's pretend like we're the most sociopathic people on the planet and we're trying to have a perfect defense. If you know someone is medicated for serious mental health problems, why would you bring it up in a way that makes somehow makes you look bad? Calling the person who is accusing you of a crime, calling them schizo and I thought you were medicated is not good. It does not make you look good. It does not make her look bad. It makes you look like a piece of shit.
Not schizo the fuck out repeatedly. So enjoy. My lawyer will be contacting your lawyer, and we're going to shut this shit down right the fuck now because this is ridiculous. I tried to be cordial. I tried to be nice. I tried to be happy. I tried to help you. And that's the way that you're going to repay me? Great.
If you are innocent, Tectone, oh my God, you could not sound more guilty. Like you literally could not sound more guilty.
Check your phone messages. You'll be hearing from my lawyer very soon. Fucking ridiculous. We're shutting this shit the fuck down.
That's a bad train wreck. Thank you for the gift tip to Sean.
I am so tired of this whole internet thing where I live my life very honestly, very truthfully. I assist everybody that I fucking know. The same people who I help the most end up fucking me the hardest. And it happens year after year after year. And everyone wants to pretend that I'm the bad guy. I'm done being the good guy.
Famously, good guys always refer to themselves as good guys. Famously. All of the good people I know constantly tell me how much of a good person they are.
Locking this shit the fuck down. This shit ain't content to me. And enjoy that. Enjoy that. Fuck this shit. It's exhausting. And this whole internet mentality where anybody can make up anything about me and people believe it with zero fucking proof. Zero fucking sources. Guys, I had 2 other fucking roommates during all this shit. If any of that shit fucking happened, I'd be in fucking jail.
And then we saw this yesterday, the Drake defense.
Retarded.
Okay, 4, I think.
Fucking retarded. I swear to God, people can call me anything on this fucking internet, and people will just eat that shit up. I've been quiet about this shit for 4 months, and this bitch just won't stop talking.
Oh, a quick double. Yes, please, yes. Keep referring to your ex-girlfriend as a bitch.
It's disgusting. And, yep, I'm good. I'm good. That shit's fucking crazy. Absolutely not. And by the way,
is there a word? Sorry, I'm going to sound uncultured. Is there a word for? Let me think about this. White Americans who wear like a chain and act or like they have mannerisms to make themselves look more, for lack of better words, gangster. Is there a word for that? Because I feel like there's something different about, like, for example, Eastern Europeans wearing a gold chain and like the Adidas tracksuits. Like, honestly, that's your culture. That's your culture. That's honestly fair. That's honestly fair. But there's something that's like a little trashy. Oh, it's the W. Okay. Okay, that's the word. Okay. All right, that one. All right. Does it come off as cringe to anyone else, or is it just me? It might just be me. I think it's cringe.
to all of you people who are out there believing
Tourist?
it with no source, with no proof. You should be fucking ashamed of yourself because you're the reason why the internet's so fucked up. So enjoy that because I don't forget. I don't forget anything. I never, ever, ever forget. And I'll deal with y'all later. Fucking.
I like the idea of like seeing his like high school teachers looking at his grades, which were all like C's or D's, and being like, so that was a fucking lie. I never forget, huh? I never forget, huh? Oh yeah, what's Pythagorean theorem?
Ridiculous. This shit ain't funny anymore, guys. This shit ain't funny. Fuck that. Fuck that. All right, yo, Mod, you know what to do. There's going to be retards coming to my chat today. Lock that shit the fuck down.
Oh, 7? Or is that 6? Oh my God.
Yep.
Dragon Army, thank you for the 20
Fucking
gift
absurd.
subs.
Another day, man. Another fucking day.
Thank you. Welcome back. Thanks. Rowdy Ring, thank you for the 2 months. Ugh.
Here's what people need to understand. Why the fuck would people go online and type that shit out rather than just going to the fucking police? Am I nuts? Oh, I wonder why that is. I wonder why they're not going to the police. Because it ain't.
Sorry, this one, now I'm just being mean. I love when he does a dumb voice because it just sounds like him talking. He's such a Neanderthal. Oh my God. Oh, Jesus Christ. I explained it yesterday, but for people who missed it, I think it's only fair that I explain it again. The reason victims don't go to the police is because it's very frequent that the police literally don't fucking believe you. And even if they somehow did believe you, even if you did find cops that would, or a precinct that would, it is famously very difficult to prosecute someone for rape. Okay? That's number 1. Number 2 is that depending on what state you live in, it can be even more difficult to try and prosecute someone for sexual assault or for rape. The state of Texas is famously horrible for it. There are many, many, many cases, people who I know personally, who have tried to go to the police and report their sexual assault or abuse and were unable to seek justice despite having to retell their traumatic experience to many police officers, despite having to retell their traumatic story in many courthouses. They still were not able to seek justice. And don't even get me started on domestic abuse, okay? Don't even get me started on that. And to be clear, which I said yesterday as well, it is this. I mean, it's not a there's no oppression Olympics here, but it is important to know that it is even harder for men to seek what's the word I'm looking for? Justice. There we go. As little as women are believed, men are believed even less, especially even more so in instances of domestic abuse. I can only imagine the trauma and the pain you must feel as a man experiencing sexual abuse by a domestic partner and not being able to find anyone who takes you seriously and is willing to prosecute this person. It is unbelievably sad. It is one of the saddest things that happens. And if you want to talk about men's issues, and if you actually care about men's issues, you wouldn't be talking about things like, oh, I get on dating apps and I don't get that many matches. No, you would be talking about the fact that there are so many men who experience abuse, and physical abuse especially is another big problem for men who experience abuse from their domestic partners and are incapable of seeking any legal recourse because no one will believe them. God forbid you are larger than your girlfriend or wife or partner. It will be unbelievably difficult for you to seek recourse. And that is one of the saddest things that happens to men today. So if you actually care about men and their mental health and you care about men's rights, you would focus on those issues, which is why I don't take any of the men's right activists on the internet who complain about dating apps. I don't take any of those people seriously because they don't care about actual men's issues. They care about pretending like caring about men's issues. My mentor was a pedophile. He was very close to the parents of the kids that he targeted, but they didn't go to the police because he had a gun and he knew where they lived. Jesus fucking Christ. My brother was physically and emotionally abused by his ex-wife. He even had audio recordings of it, and the judge still gave primary custody to their daughters and the ex-wife. That's fucking sad. That's really fucking disgusting. It's really fucking sad, and it's really fucking disgusting that's even like a thing. It's just that style. Thank you for the 14 months. Thank you. But I just want I try to add that caveat when talking about domestic abuse because I think it's something that is overlooked. And I think it's one of those things where unless it happens to you or unless it happens to someone close to you, you don't realize how powerless you can be in that situation. How impossible that situation is. And I'm not claiming that it's easier or better to be a woman that's experiencing domestic abuse or a man that's experiencing domestic abuse. I'm only talking about the fact that the legal system doesn't give a fuck about you. They don't care about you, and they care even less if you're a man experiencing this. So that's all I wanted to say, because it's an important issue, and if I can take this fucking ogre as an opportunity to talk about important issues, I will. Okay.
Ain't fucking real. But they know the internet will believe anything. It is retarded. Bringing that shit up to get more traction to your fucking OnlyFans, bro. Pathetic.
Okay, OnlyFans whore? Okay, all right. Nice, excellent.
Fuck that. Hell no. I'm not dealing with that shit twice. Absolutely not. I am not going through this shit twice. Absolutely fucking not. I went easy on the first person. I am not going easy on the second person. No more. I put a tweet out. I said, next person who fucks with me, I'm going fucking nuclear. I swear to God. I'm not dealing with this shit. Absolutely fucking not. This shit's retarded. Fucking retarded. All right.
9?
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I have a little bit of a headache, not gonna lie. Actual drama? This shit ain't drama, brother. This shit ain't drama. This is called a legal battle. I am shutting this shit the fuck down. Good morning. Good morning. Honestly, I've yet to see you in drama that you started. Absolutely, man.
Which we already discussed this. This is a total, he's literally lying to his audience. He's literally lying to his audience. All he does is start drama and get himself into drama and insert himself into drama that he doesn't belong in. He's only done it about 100 times. It's only like he puts the title drama in, or sorry, he puts the word drama into his title every fucking day.
I'm not gonna.
If only he talked to a lawyer before going live. I mean, here's the sad thing about this, right? The sad thing about this is when you combine stupidity with a massive ego from garnering a community or audience that likes you, you become incapable of recognizing that you are not capable of just riffing serious allegations. It took him getting on stream, saying the craziest shit, having the entirety of the internet be like, Jesus, this guy sounds guilty. I mean, there are lots of people who they see women post stories about their trauma or experiences or assault or whatever, and they immediately assume that they're lying. And even those people were like, man, you sound guilty. Fuck. I can't defend this. Jesus.
Gonna lie, it does make me very pessimistic for the world. It is. Hey, Jimmy, don't link me shit. Listen, guys, Jimmy, do not link me this fucking fat pig's link, okay? Why the fuck are we giving this bitch attention? Okay? I don't need this shit at all.
Great value, Keemstar. Mom, can we have Keemstar? Does anyone Okay, totally unrelated to this. Does anyone have that one picture of someone photoshopping Keemstar's beard? It was Midas on Twitter. Robin, thank you. And thank you for the 2 months. I'm happy to be back. Hog Trucker, thank you so much for the gift sub. Or sorry, for continuing the gift sub. I'm gonna see if I can find it because it was pretty funny. It was pretty good. We'll see if we can find it. But anyways, let's keep going.
All right, fuck that. I'm good. Okay, if I wanted to go see a fat fucking pig, all right, I would go to a barn. All right. Well, bro, you said you were gonna crash that before the end of the year. Good for you, man. Yeah, no, we're chill, bro. Did you see this? Is it TikTok?
Okay, and that's it. Does Denims play WoW? No. I only played Korean MMOs, and then I realized they weren't good for me, and then I swore off all MMOs. I'm not allowed to play MMOs anymore. Every time someone suggests ones, I'm like, no. My friends are like, you should try Final Fantasy. It's really good. I'm like, no. That's the problem. It's really good. Yeah, a friend was like, try Silk Road Online. I'm like, I'm not gonna do it, dude. You're not gonna convince me to play another MMO. I just don't have it in me anymore. I don't have the strength in me to waste that many hours in an MMO. It just sucks up all the time. You would have loved EVE Online. Dude, I had friends who played EVE Online. Anyways. Okay. Try this bath salt, Denims. Yeah, it's like the people who are like, hey, do you want to try some meth? It's like, no. No, I don't want to try a highly addictive drug. No. MMOs are my addictive drug. I can't do it. I can't. No, dude, I got to sign in to do my dailies. Oh my God, I need to put in my 10 hours to do my and then I got to put in my time of weeklies. And then I got to get into the raid. And I've got to do the raid practice. And then, no, dude, no. Okay? Never again. Never, ever, ever again. I'd like 1 crack, please. Yeah. All right. Moving on. So he issued that statement. And as you might imagine, people online did not think it was a good response. As I said a few times earlier today in the stream, even the people on LSF, the people that are the first to be excited to accuse women of false allegations, even those people did not want to side with this guy because of how guilty he fucking sounded. When someone is accusing you of being an abusive partner and you get on stream and then you threaten them and you tell them you did everything for them and you use abuser language, people don't want to believe that you're innocent. Possum, thank you so much for the 5 gift subs. Thank you. So just to show you guys, here it is. Like, here's the LSF thread. And here are all the people saying, this is just like a drama farmer that's like, oh my God, I need to know the more drama, as if these aren't fucking crimes. But obviously these are just people who never got into Keeping Up with the Kardashians. So they need their own Keeping Up with the Kardashians. But they don't want to admit that they're addicted to reality TV. But moving on. These people saying, I gave you everything while being accused of manipulation sure is a way to get people on your side. It's legit textbook manipulation. Look how much I've done for you. Don't trust anybody else. And he doesn't even deny a single thing. It's so Jover. It also supports what she said along the lines of him telling her, you don't pay rent, so you owe me blowjobs while forcing her. I gave you everything, so I get you is not a good look. Glad I never liked Tectone. Tectone is talking like the parody of an abusive boyfriend. hearing him say, "Your words, not mine," and the make you imagine problems that never happened. It all sounded so nasty. I mean, this is also how abusive people talk. Remember that time you told me I was there for you? You told me I was great. So do this thing for me. It's all manipulative language. Like, do you know how bad it has to be to accuse a woman of false allegations and LSF doesn't side with you? You know how bad your response has to be? I don't know what this is about or who's right, but what I do know is this is absolutely not the way to get people to your side. Doesn't he hear himself? Someone pull up the clip of him in the car with his previous ex, saying she was nothing before him. He's the best boyfriend she's ever had, putting some other shit, putting words into her mouth the whole way through, because this sounded like the exact same shit again. And this was a video we watched from yesterday. Nobody was there for you like I was there for you. This literally sounded like you asked ChatGPT to generate dialogue for an abusive partner. It's extra fucked up considering that Pikachu has medium functioning autism and struggled making relationships all her life, essentially becoming a content creator because she couldn't function with a normal job. To tell someone who also already feels super isolated that no one cares for you, borderline evil. It would be great if I never had to see or hear about this loser ever again. He's insufferable. I hated this guy the moment he showed up on Miss Kim's stream before he joined OTK. And then these are just the average Tectone haters. Shoegaze, thank you for the 15 months. Thank you. Welcome back, Queen. Thank you, Caffeine Jack. Thanks. Also, LSF has no consistent morals. No, LSF is not consistent. They've never been consistent. Frost Prime also had a good point on this. Let me see. I mean, like, look at this tweet.
Okay, so if you can...
1.3 million views. A lot of people have seen this. 6.7K likes. And it's just this clip of him saying, like, more abusive coded language. Tectone, notorious marriage ruiner, goes live to openly in front of thousands, show how manipulative he really is. Any woman that watches this will probably have their anxiety spike if they've ever been in a relationship like this, which so many have. Disgusting fucking loser. Anyone, and I'm not even talking about women. Honestly, I would take it a step further than what Frost Prime is saying. Any men who have been in abusive relationships, you will recognize that if you are not abusive, Tectone, holy shit, you need to change the way that you speak because you come off really fucking abusive. Thank you as a man who's been there, and yup, And there's like a difference, I would like to think that there is a difference between being rude and having an argument with like the person that you're dating or married to or whatever, because arguments are going to happen. It's kind of inevitable. And then there is, I did everything for you. I was the only one that was there for you and all this other shit. Like you're just trying to belittle this person to put them under your thumb. And that's very different from having an argument. I did everything right and they indicted me. I did everything right. What is going on with the men in OTK in general? So trying to like think of the way that I want to talk about this. From my understanding, from what I read online, which could be inaccurate, so please correct me if I'm wrong, Tectone joined OTK because of Rich Campbell. Rich Campbell got him into OTK. And in my experience, if you are friends with someone who is a sexual predator, they will eventually say things that should be red flags to you. Because people tell you who they are. There are very few people that are like master manipulators that never have their mask drop. Eventually, when someone trusts you enough, whether they're inebriated or not, they will say things that tell you who they are. And in my experience, you are one of three people in this context when you hear that. You are either one, also a rapist that doesn't give a fuck, 2, not a rapist, but you don't understand and you don't want to believe that the person you're friends with is a rapist. So you're in denial. Or 3, you realize what they are and you say, way the fuck away from them. That's what happens. In my opinion, considering that he continued to be friends with Rich Campbell until basically Rich Campbell was over, he is one of the first 2. He's either someone who doesn't care about this language or is delusional and wants to believe that shitty men around him that say shitty things, they obviously don't mean them, and so he copes. Or him and Rich Campbell, birds of a feather, flock together. It's the only 2 options the way that I see it. Whereas I believe that, like, and that's what I think is the case for a lot of men that end up becoming friends with people like Rich Campbell. They don't want to believe it, so they just choose to ignore all the really giant red flags. Because it's harder to call someone out on their bad behavior than it is to just ignore it and just be like, no, he doesn't actually mean that. Okay. All right. So I was reading chat. When I used to skate, I met this dude and he seemed super chill. We were riding around in a friend's car and the dude I just met says, hey dude, want to go to a party with me? I met girls, get them drunk and then fuck them. And I was instantly like, yikes, ayo, do you get drunk too? And he says, no. And all I said was, bro, that's literally rape. And we just sat there staring at each other. That is a very good example of what these people are like. Like, people will tell you who they are. Most people do not wear the mask all day, all night. Most people eventually will just tell you who they are. And if you insist on wanting to be friends with this person, you just look past it, which a lot of people do. A lot of people see that and they're like, oh, you're just playing around. Good one. And there's very few people who do what you did in that situation and say, what the fuck? No, dude, actually, I don't rape people. What the hell is wrong with you? Have you done that? So moving on. Anyways, after the entire internet turned against Tectone for his fucking stupid response, it seems like his PR team hit him up and said, hey, are you fucking stupid? Are you fucking stupid? What the fuck was that? And he put out a statement. And I'm not saying someone else wrote it. But there's a lot of full sentences with proper grammar and a lack of the R word in here. I think he forgot to do the part where he's supposed to rewrite it in his own words. Because of how serious these accusations are, I will not discuss them in any capacity until I am certain there is no other path forward and I'm forced to pursue legal action to clear my name of these malicious lies. The pile of sludge suddenly can write at an 8th grade level. Interesting. 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 Mm-hmm. Okay. Sure. Sure. So apparently, I didn't know this until this morning, he went on his stream and read the statement out loud.
Denims wearing red.
It's
It really is beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Like Christmas. Crimsons. Wait, I didn't mean to go to just chatting. I meant to.
Diligence.
Dude, I hate.
Okay. When accusations like
Shut the
these
fuck up. Speak when spoken to. All right. So let's see what he said. I'm assuming whoever wrote that for him told him, hey, make sure not to publish this until you change some of the sentences. And he's like, no, I speak like this. And the person was like, no, you don't. And he's like, yeah, I do. And then he published it. Assuming that's what happened, but let's watch it. Let's see what he had to say about it. What's that red label? Wait. Sorry, as a soda drinker. Fruit Splash Canada Dry. Interesting. It's cherry. Sorry, I like Canada Dry.
Yeah.
Sorry, the audio is muted.
Talk about all this shit.
There we go.
Okay. First of all, I'm gonna link you the Twitter post that I've made today. If anybody wants to know what's going on, I'm linking the tweet, and now I'm gonna go ahead and read it live on stream. We're probably gonna have to read this twice because I know a lot of people.
Because there's a lot of big words in there, and it takes me a second to read them. Okay. It takes me All right. I'm done. That was the last one. It wasn't, but it's okay.
People are gonna be coming for this shit later today, and we're gonna talk about all this shit. Okay. I want to make one thing perfectly clear. I am keeping note of everybody who is knowingly repeating lies with a reckless disregard for the truth. And I cannot stress enough.
Don't worry, dude. You already told us you never forget.
How dangerous that is. I cannot stress how dangerous that is as a platform, as a world, as a content creator.
Let me discuss something really quickly. Like I said earlier, this is a veiled threat right here, what he's trying to do. If you were allowed to sue anyone who reported on anything ever, journalism would not exist. Okay? Anyone on the internet is allowed to read Pinky Chew's statement as is and say, wow, this looks really bad for him. Wow, the public eye does not seem, or sorry, the public opinion does not seem to be with Tectone. Wow, these LSF comments really do not look good. Anyone is allowed to do that. You can't get sued for that. You might be able to get sued if, Slap gets involved and blah, blah, blah. If someone is explicitly saying this guy's a fucking rapist, piece of shit, blah, 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 then maybe yes. But you cannot sue someone for discussing what is public information, for saying Pinky Chew says this. This is how Tectone responded. Wow, that was a bad response. But sure, go for it. Keep threatening people, Tectone. Yeah, people will definitely stop talking about it.
These people should be ashamed. These people should be ashamed. These people mindlessly regurgitating lies with no proof, no evidence whatsoever, believing guilty until proven innocent.
Bettany, thank you for the 10 gift subs. Thank you. Also, guilty until guilty until innocent, or innocent until guilty, until proven guilty. That is a legal standard. Okay? The internet is not the law.
Is disgusting. And I'm going to talk about everything. Okay? We're going to talk about all this shit. And once again, good morning. We have the Honkai Star Rail dev live stream in a couple of minutes, and we're going to react to all that shit. I'm going to set the game to Honkai Star Rail. And we're going to read all this shit. Okay? Once again, I want everybody to do their due diligence. Okay? When accusations like these are made, it is of the utmost importance that people wait to reserve judgment and wait until the facts have been laid out. However, this shit is insane. All right, we're going to talk about this. I really want to make jokes about this situation because I'm fucked up. However, I'm going to reserve the things that I normally would joke about, which is crazy. I come back from being sick and there's a war. I'm so
Do you think his legal team told him to replace the R word with these people? Yes.
sorry. Oh, don't worry. We're only starting. This is phase 4, boys. This is phase 4 because so many content creators are about to show their true colors, show their agenda against me. It's going to be great. Yep.
Show their agenda against me. He's trying so hard.
And I'm keeping track of all of them.
Oh.
I am keeping. You know, it's crazy. I actually have a list. Yep. Here's
a
the
list.
one thing about me, guys. I don't forget. All right.
He doesn't forget.
So alleges. Okay, I'm not going to read chat. It's fine.
He's got a list. He's checking it twice, but most importantly, he doesn't forget.
I'm going to read this shit right now. Okay. As many of you are aware by now, Pink Chew, my ex-girlfriend, has accused me of a number of things that I can't let go unaddressed. I've been accused of sexual assault, potentially rape, prostitution, and severe emotional abuse, among other things. I want to make this extremely clear. Everything that she accused me of in her statement is a complete lie. Nothing about these accusations is true, and they are entirely made up. Out of respect for our previous relationship, I'm giving Pink Chew 2 weeks to apologize.
Wow, so gracious. 2 weeks. Wow. Silly hoe. Good name. Thank you for the 20 gift subs. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Apologize for these statements and acknowledge they are false and inaccurate. If this does not happen, I'm going to be pursuing legal action against Pink Chew and those who knowingly repeat her lies with a reckless disregard for the truth. Okay? I have preserved everything.
So again, like I said, there is no way for anyone to have been knowingly repeating her lies. Knowingly repeating her lies, that sentence means that there had to be counter evidence provided that people have willfully ignored and continued to believe her statement. That hasn't happened. You cannot sue people for reading her statement. That's not knowingly repeating a lie. Would be continuing to call Arab streamers that got banned for a month anti-Semitic, despite the fact that it was always about hummus and nothing else.
Guys, I have preserved everything. I have preserved all text messages, videos, and additional evidence from the time during the relationship, and am more willing to prove my innocence in a court of law. I'm not going to lie, guys. I am a very, very cautious man. I'm a very cautious man.
He's a very cautious man. And that's why you immediately went on your live stream and called her a schizo bitch that's unmedicated? That's the same guy. That's the same guy? Really? Wow. Wow. I'd like to see what he looks like when he's not being cautious. Jesus.
I am. Guys, it sucks to say this, but I understand with my PR, something like this was only a matter of time. And it sucks. But that is what it's like being a man on the internet in 2024. People are going to come after you. People are going to do this to you. And so I'm a
Wah. My life is so hard. I'm a successful streamer as a white straight male. And sometimes people are mean to me after I call them fat, ugly whores that have OnlyFans. Shut up, schizo bitch. Take your meds. Can you believe people are mean to me? I'm the nicest person on the planet. I'm literally like the best husband. Holy delusion. Jesus Christ, dude. Hear yourself. Oh my God.
I want to emphasize this to my audience. Guys, you need to be careful. Guys, you need to be careful. I'm giving Pink 2 weeks. I'm also more than willing. I've preserved all text messages, videos, and additional evidence from the time during the relationship, and I'm more than willing. Sorry, I barely slept because I'm just incredibly pissed off. I'm more than willing to prove my innocence in a court of law. I'm also more than willing to comply with any legal investigation into the truth of what actually happened. I am certain when all the facts are laid out, my innocence will be unquestionable. As a victim of sexual assault myself, I find it absolutely disgusting that someone would weaponize a lie on this scale, using false claims of sexual assault and rape as a weapon to achieve some sort of revenge for how a relationship ended does more damage to real victims than almost anything else. And it's because of liars like Pink Chew that weaponize trauma that legitimate victims are questioned and aren't trusted. Because of how serious these
Yeah,
accusations.
this is definitely something that I totally believe Tectone wrote. I totally believe Tectone wrote the sentence. It's because of liars like Pink Chew that weaponize trauma that legitimate victims are questioned and aren't trusted. Yeah, for sure. That's, I mean, come on, guys.
I will not discuss them in any capacity until I am certain there is no other path forward, and I'm forced to pursue legal action to clear my name of these malicious lies. Thank you to all my community for sticking with me through this. Y'all support means the world to me, and I'm not going anywhere. My content will remain unchanged as I have done nothing wrong, and I will never let a lie stop me from doing what I love. Guys, I'm not going anywhere. That's what people want to happen. If you want to read the post for yourself, you're more than welcome to. It's right here. You can go ahead and read that yourself. This is outrageous. This is abso-fucking-lutely outrageous. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to stream every day. I'm not going to end up like these other content creators who've had their entire lives ruined over false allegations. I will be here every day. I will be streaming every fucking day. This will not be another story of someone gets completely fucked over by lies. Absolutely not. I love what I do too much. I love my community too much. And this will not be a repeat occurrence.
I wonder which OTK member he's talking about. Could be. Really could be. I have to say, the scariest thing in here was the threat that he would keep streaming. That was, I got a little scared when he said that. Do you think he's serious about it?
Absolutely fucking not. Absolutely not.
And the award for bravest big boy goes to... Oh.
You need to stop having girls in your house? Well, then tell your mom to get out. She's already here.
Oh my God, that was so funny. Yeah, that was dope.
Not gonna lie, lawyer up is the best move. Brother, if you don't think I already have a team of lawyers, you're just capping. Guys, I cannot stress to you, I am a very, very cautious, very, very paranoid man. I have had a target on my back for years to where anyone can make up a lie about me and people will believe it. If you think that I didn't see this shit coming, you are gravely.
It's like a middle schooler. Oh. Oh my God. Oh, I saw this coming. I'm 2 steps ahead. Anyone can make up lies about me. Navy SEAL copy pasta, yeah. I like how he's been like the biggest douchebag on the planet for like the past how many years? And then he's pretending like he's like smart for thinking that people don't fuck with him? You're playing checkers, I'm playing chess. I knew all along that being a huge insufferable piece of shit would have consequences. But did you consider that it's actually because I'm a white male? I bet you didn't consider that. I bet you didn't. While you were out having fun, I was studying the art of the NDA. Bro really thinks he's L from Death Note. Kev Nice, thank you for the 10 gift subs. 3 Vegas, thank you for the 10 gift subs. Thanks. Thank you. Skin job. What the hell? Thanks for the 11 months. Thank you. Social experiment confirmed. Oh my god. Jesus. A skin job. Thanks you. Thanks. Thank you for the 10 gift subs. Oh my god. Thank Afro. Thank you for the 5. Thank you guys. Thanks. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys. Kendrick just dropped. New Kendrick just dropped. Dude, the last time Kendrick dropped a fucking banger, it was the only thing that people wanted to listen to. Another whole album? Dude, what the? Damn. You know this dude is always super serious because he has his hat on backwards. Yeah, it's like this is like his suit and tie. When he's got like the hat on backwards, that's how you know he's being serious. That's like, you know, he's suited up. When he gets the chain out, he's just a chill guy. He's just a chill guy who sometimes says the R word and calls people schizo bitches. Yeah. Pineapple Tree, thank you for the 5 months. Thank you. All right. I feel so bad for divorced dads having Tectone be their champion. Yeah. Anyways, let's finish this up.
Gravely mistaken. Gravely mistaken. We're going to handle this shit. We're going to handle this shit. And thank you for everybody who preserved judgment until proof is provided. Thank you, guys. I appreciate the fuck out of y'all. Dating is so dangerous as a content creator. I don't know. It's crazy to me. The problem is, and I'm just going to be real, there is a reason.
Wait, sorry, I was looking up the Kendrick song. I just realized he said preserve judgment instead of reserve judgment. I can't believe he didn't rewrite this tweet. I can't believe he really thought we wouldn't think that someone else wrote it. Judgment preserved. Dude, come on, man. Oh my god. Me adding salt to my judgment to preserve it. Oh, Jesus Christ. We'll read it by ourselves afterward. I just want him to finish his little spiel.
Why? And I don't want to go into this because it's going to cause people to speculate. But there is a reason why I am so needing of someone who can share the same bed with me for non-sexual reasons. But it has a lot.
Wait, I missed that. Wait.
With that.
His audio got like quieter.
Who can share the same bed with me because it's going to cause people to speculate. But there is a reason why I am so needing of someone who can share the same bed with me for non-sexual reasons. But it has a lot to do with how my brain functions. Unfortunately.
I'm trying so hard, dude. I'm trying so hard. I just want to be able to tell my wife that I do all the work in the relationship and I carry the relationship on my back and all the communication is done by me and they don't really fucking do anything. And I want them to be okay with that.
Fortunately. So that's what kind of caused this issue, is that when we got together, I was underneath extreme duress due to prior circumstances that caused me to jump into a relationship without being
extreme duress. Do you mean distress? Did Pinky show up to your door and pull out a gun and say you have to date me now? What? Did OTK say if you don't get a girlfriend in the next year we have to drop you? What?
Too careful, unfortunately. Unfortunately. It is what it is. Now, I am going to let this be, and we're going to move forward. And you know what? Every now and then we might make a pit stop. But at the end of the day, we're just going to continue delivering the same good-ass content as I always have, and we're going to have a good time. Yep. Good luck, Techie. I hope for the proofs that you show will be enough to even change the mind of who are against you. Yep. Right now, we are beginning the war. Absolutely. Absolutely, we are beginning the war. And, you know, Emmy Matcha, thank you so much. I've also taken note of every single person who's checked on me behind the scenes. And I'm not going to lie, I broke down yesterday. I did. Because in a scenario where I was sure that many of my friends would turn against me, all the people who I cared about still have.
You should let us know, all these nice people. I would love to know about these really nice people that, you know, checked up on you. No? I'm looking for, you know, people to take note of because they're so cool and fun. It would be cool to support them. I'd like to, you know, sub to their channel, give them a shout out. It'd be so funny if Rich Campbell texted. Sorry. It's like the funniest universe. Hey man, I know what you're going through. Oh God, Jesus Christ.
Had my back. And it meant a lot. It did. Now, the internet's just being retarded. And I'm going to hold the people who are causing this accountable.
Yes.
Fuck this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck this shit.
Like, here's the thing, Tectone. You can pretend like there's this cabal that's against you because white men are just such a targeted group nowadays. It's really hard. But the reality is, you said what you said. It was posted to LSF, and the people who were the most likely to support you thought you looked and sounded guilty. Are you actually guilty? I don't fucking know. I don't know your life. I don't live in Texas and live as one of your roommates that apparently would absolve you of all sin and crime. I don't know. You could be innocent, you could be guilty. I don't know. What I do know is that the people who would have been the most likely to support you did not support you. There is not a cabal against you. You just came off very guilty. That's it. That's literally it. You getting on stream thinking you're so smart that you can address allegations without any prep at all, and then coming off sounding like a huge piece of shit didn't do you any favors.
Was there any backstabs? Surprisingly, not yet. But we'll see. Yeah, surprisingly, not yet. We'll see. All right, we got a bunch of drip marketing to go over. But first, I really want to go over the Honkai Star Rail Dev live stream, which I'm actually very excited for. Also, completely unrelated to what's happening. I actually have a new editor that's going to be taking over for my channel. And
all right, I gotta watch this dev stream. This Honkai Star Rail. Oh my god, they introduced a new feed mod where you can see all the toes wiggle individually. Anyways, epic content. Oh, Jesus fuck, dude. Jesus fuck, Jesus. Yeah, the people backstabbing him, it's like that one clip of Peach Stars throwing a basketball at his head. That clip is so good. Oh, God. Oh, God. Jesus. I would have never predicted this phenotype of man to play Genshin clone games. Yeah, it's It's pretty brutal. It's pretty brutal. That clip of him calling Frogan names and then immediately going back to anime foot content will never leave me. That clip is so good, dude. It's so good. Oh, God, it's so good. So good. Oh my God, hit tweet, Umphy. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, Lord. Anyway, so let's read his statement and then we can move on. Where was I? Yes, here we go. Okay, so this was his full statement. As many of you are aware by now, Pinkchu, my ex-girlfriend, has accused me of a number of things that I can't let go unaddressed. I have been accused of sexual assault, potentially prostitution, and severe emotional abuse, among other things. I want to make this extremely clear. Everything she accuses me of in her statement is a complete lie. Nothing about these accusations is true. They are completely made up. Out of respect for our previous relationship, I will give Pinkchu the 2 weeks to apologize for these statements and acknowledge that they are false and inaccurate. If this does not happen, I will pursue legal action against Pinkchu and those who knowingly repeat her lies with a reckless disregard for the truth. Now, I must bring up LSF again. Even LSF, upon reading his statement, said, normal thing, demanding an apology. The normal response to being accused of being an abuser and having control problems is to demand an apology. I've preserved all text messages, videos, and additional evidence from that time during the relationship, and I am more than willing to prove my innocence in a court of law. I am also more than willing to comply with any legal investigation into the truth of what actually happened. Let's see what happens in 2 weeks, huh? I am certain that when all the facts are laid out, my innocence will be unquestionable. As a victim of sexual assault myself, I find it absolutely disgusting that someone would weaponize a lie on this scale. Nice weaponization there. Using false claims of sexual assault and rape as a weapon to achieve some sort of revenge for how a relationship ended does more damage to real victims than almost anything else. It's because of liars like Pinkchu that weaponize trauma that legitimate victims are questioned and aren't trusted. Because of how serious these accusations are, I will not discuss them in any capacity until I am certain that there is no other path forward and I'm forced to pursue legal action to clear my name of these malicious lies. I just don't believe you, dude. I just don't believe that this guy would go to a court of law and all the effort and work that goes into a lawsuit. And maybe I'm wrong about this, but he just doesn't strike me as the type of person that has the ability or willingness to actually sue someone. Especially to actually try and sue, Pinkchu for defamation? I just don't believe it. I believe that this is a threat. I believe that this is an easy way to get people to stop talking about things that you want them to stop talking about. But, hey, I guess we'll find out in 2 weeks. I guess we'll find out. You're 100% wrong. You wouldn't be recording all of this if you wouldn't go through with this. What? No, you can record things because you want to go through with it, but then choose not to. Lawsuits are a lot of time, guys. There are a lot of times, there are a lot of time and there are a lot of energy. Even if you pay other people to do it, there's a lot of you having to show up to court. There's a lot of you having to talk to lawyers for hours on end. And it can take years. Not to mention the fact that part of defamation is proving that it caused material harm. Yes. Although, defamation you don't have to prove material harm if the defamation is of a certain character or of a certain grade, I guess you can call it. I mean, I believe sexual assault or rape is one of those where you don't have to prove losses for that sort of defamation. If I'm not mistaken on that. I believe that that's one of those things that's bad enough you don't need to prove damages. This could be civil and criminal too. It's a lot of legal work. Yeah. Also, in defamation, you have to prove that the person made it up. If they had any idea that it could be true, then defamation will not stand. Yes, correct. Correct. It must be the case that everything about what she said was incorrect. Can't really prove damages anyways. Here he's bragging about people supporting an alleged level 20 hype train. 800 subs in 10 minutes. What a great day. Appreciate the fuck out of my community. This was from yesterday? Oh, okay. Also, what evidence would he even be able to provide to prove his innocence? I mean, there's nothing that he can provide because he can't provide evidence to show that he's a good person in a relationship. Like, it doesn't matter how many nice messages he sent to her. It doesn't mean that he has or has not done negative things. But you can't prove a negative. You can't. That's why all of this like comes off as just hot air. Like, it's literally not possible to do this. Okay. Where were we? Oh yeah. Because of how serious these accusations are, I will not discuss them in any capacity until I'm certain that there's no other path forward and I'm forced to pursue legal action to clear my name of these malicious lies. Thank you all to, thank you to all my community for sticking with me through this. Y'all's support means the world to me. I'm not going anywhere. My content will remain unchanged as I've done nothing wrong and I will never let a baseless lie stop me from doing what I love. Okay, that's it. That's the entire statement. That's it. Like, it's also ridiculous. The reason why I think so much of this is hot air is because, one, lawsuits are very time and energy consuming. Many of the people who want to go through lawsuits end up not doing it, even when they have cases, because it is a lot of time, it is a lot of energy, and it is a lot of money. And even if you have a good case, and even if it's likely that you'll win, and even if you have the money to do it, most people don't want to go through the trouble of sitting in a fucking courthouse for multiple hours and having multiple meetings for potentially hundreds of hours with lawyers. It is a lot of work. Even fucking Ethan Klein has complained about, because he's currently going through a defamation lawsuit. Someone is currently suing him for defamation. And he has complained about the fact that he has been in this lawsuit for 2 years and they're sitting there fucking trying to appeal the slap motion. They haven't even gotten to the actual case yet. Like, and 2 years. And he's talked about how much of a fucking drain it is. And ignoring the resources, ignoring the money, it's still a lot of fucking energy that goes into that shit. I mean, the Johnny Depp case was crazy long, and those people have so much money. Okay, so like, it's a lot of energy. This is the exact reason why I dropped my unfair dismissal case against my employer. I literally just couldn't deal with all the extra bullshit that could last for years. Like, this guy only has the capacity to play gotcha games. That's it. That's the only type of game this guy can do or can play. Just, I must swipe my card so that I can have the best skin and the most piggies. And you think this guy has the energy to sit in a fucking courthouse? He does not. But it is very powerful and is very useful to threaten people this way and to say, I'm going to come after all of you guys. I'm going to do this. But it is not illegal to have an opinion on something. It is defamation if I was to make a YouTube video that's had a picture of his face and it said like, Tectone is a massive rapist. That would be defamation. That would be, I mean, if the universe that he's talking about is real, that he is innocent, which I don't know if he's innocent or not. But if I had a reasonable suspicion that he was innocent and I made that thumbnail, that would be something that you could sue it for defamation on. Someone repeating what she wrote and saying, man, I mean, if this is real, Tectone's a piece of shit. That's not defamation. You're not defaming someone by doing that. That you will not meet the legal standard for defamation by saying that. Where Funny enough, though, on the other end of that, calling someone a literal terrorist, namely, for anyone who missed it, Tectone called Hassan a literal terrorist, and was like, I was just kidding when I said literal terrorist. That actually is defamation. That actually is. I said literal ironically, duh. If his reputation is online, I'm sure he would sit through it. If your character's on the question, you would take time. No. Even in those instances, I promise you, sitting through a years-long lawsuit is not fun for anyone. And then everybody knows you as the guy who was like trying to sue this chick that said you abused her and something and all this other shit. Like a good example is Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp having that lawsuit, that defamation lawsuit, did not convince me that Johnny Depp is less of a piece of shit. I still think Johnny Depp is a piece of shit. Because you can think whatever you want about someone. You can think anyone is a piece of shit. It's not illegal to think someone's a piece of shit. In the same way, the people who dislike Tectone, it doesn't matter how many fucking lawsuits he wins, people still will dislike him for him being him. You can have any opinion you want on someone. You just can't go on and maliciously spread lies about someone. And that's the reason why a lot of people end up not going through these lawsuits, because there are a lot of effort and there are a lot of work to prove all of this stuff. And even if you win, you just spent potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars and hundreds of hours on this thing that didn't change anyone's mind. And all of these hours that are going into this, in my opinion, what would be potentially a frivolous lawsuit, or hours you could be spending making your content better. Juicy Gex, thank you for the tier 1. Thank you. Why do you think Johnny Depp is a piece of shit? Because there's enough video footage of him acting like a piece of shit. Amber Heard being a bad person doesn't suddenly make Johnny Depp a good person. It's that simple. Like, if anything, the lawsuit showed me a lot of video footage of Johnny Depp being a piece of shit.
Now under arrest for thought crimes. Thanks
No.
for confessing. Johnny Depp can't be a piece of shit. He won in court.
Fuck. I've been got. Cuff me. Try telling that to Asmon's chat. Yeah. It showed us that they both seem very abusive. Yeah. The shit that he said and like the shit that he's done on video footage, not good. I was definitely scammed into thinking Johnny was okay with no context and misleading articles about the trial. They both suck. Yeah, I mean, I think that, like, I'm not going to get into it because the Johnny Depp trial is such a joke and it's just such a shit show and it's a waste of time to even bother. But, like, so much stuff was found in Discovery and so much stuff was provided in Discovery that I don't know how anyone could be like, I'm with Johnny Depp. Like, that guy, there was a lot of stuff that showed that he was a huge piece of shit. There were videos of him being an abusive, alcoholic piece of shit on video. Is she egging him on? Yeah. I mean, she's recording him and she's like, well, why are you, why? And he's like drinking at like 9 a.m. and saying awful shit. Like, is it wrong to be like recording someone and trying to get a reaction out of them? Of course. Yes. 100%. Yes. Is it wrong to be abusive and be an alcoholic abusive partner? Also, yes. And I wouldn't have seen that if not for the lawsuit. I'm glad, the legal system exists so that if you want to seek legal justice, you can, but yeah. FD made a video recently going over how much of a piece of shit Johnny Depp is. Yeah. So, moving on. The lawsuits aren't always going to be the best way to move forward. It's just not the case. Sometimes it's better to just ignore what's happening and claim that you're innocent and threaten to sue people when you aren't actually going to sue them.